Hi, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a wonderful week. I know I talked about it last week, but look what I got finally. I got the St. Louis edition of Monopoly. I put it right there so you all can see it. I'm excited to check that out. If you don't know about it, check out the last show, because I talked about it a lot. But it's got all sorts of St. Louis locations right on there. I think this would be a great gift for somebody that you know that doesn't live here anymore, but I'm going to keep this one for myself. Also, this past weekend, I got to drive across with my Firebird friends on the Chain of Rocks Bridge. You know, that bridge has been closed down for a while, so we got to take about 23 Firebirds across the bridge. My car is right there on the left, and my twin is on the right, which is weird, because that's medium blue metallic, which was only made in 1999, so that's kind of a rare color, so it's kind of fun to be able to hang out with somebody that has a matching car like yours. That's the guy with the matching car right there, but we had so much fun out on the Chain of Rocks Bridge, because I have never driven across that in my whole lifetime. So it was a ton of fun, and like I said, there's 23 of our Firebirds out there on the road. We had a great, wonderful time. So I will let you know what happens with Firebird Fest, and you can check that out. Now, later on in the show, I've got two members of El Monstero. I think everybody in St. Louis knows what El Monstero is all about, but we got Bill Reiter and Jake Elking here. They're gonna tell us about El Monstero and those shows coming up. Get this, 3 shows are already sold out. So if you want tickets, you gotta get them soon. Let's get started with today's Daily Mix. A special exhibit at Soldiers Memorial Military Museum is exploring how the U.S. Army used illusion and deception to secure an Allied victory. Ghost Army, the combat con artist of World War II, tells the story of the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, the first mobile tactical deception unit in U.S. Army history. The unit waged war with inflatable tanks, fake radio traffic, and other illusions and imagination to trick the enemy and save thousands of lives. I will tell you, the public school system failed me, because I feel like this is something I would have remembered. I didn't remember anything about this, so I'm gonna check this out. This is so cool. This exclusive exhibit from the National World War II Museum will be here in St. Louis through January 12th, 2025. To learn more, go to mohistory.org/soldiersmemorial. Illusions of a different kind can be found at the Fabulous Fox this holiday season. The Illusionist Magic of the Holidays is a magic spectacular that features some of the most talented illusionists around. This year's family-friendly show promises even more illusions, close-up magic, mentalism, and more. This is all, of course, performed by master entertainers who have dazzled audiences worldwide. The Illusionist will be at the Fabulous Fox on Saturday, December 7th. You can find all the details at fabulousfox.com. Now, that weekend, the Fox will also host a special event to celebrate what would have been the 100th birthday of the legendary organist Stan Kann. In honor of the beloved organist, the entertainer, there will be a free 30-minute organ concert, followed by a tour of the historic venue, including the 4th floor exhibit dedicated to Stan, giving an intimate look at his life and career. You can learn more about Stan's fascinating story, his life and legacy at this unique event on Sunday, December 8th. Free tickets are available now. You can learn more at fabulousfox.com. Of course, the holiday season is now underway, and one of my favorite signs that we're getting close to the holiday season is the annual Budweiser Guns N' Hoses boxing event. Now, we talked about that in the last show. We had Julie Tristan come by, and she talked with us about it. And you know, that's an event that I also do, and I'm very excited about it. So this is a reminder that that event is taking place the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, November 27th, which also happens to be my birthday. So if you want to celebrate my birthday with me, you have to come out to Guns N' Hoses. You can go to stlgunsandhoses.com. That's where you can find out all the details on that and get those tickets. That really is a party. If you've never been, we have a great, great time. Plus there's boxing involved. And then on Thanksgiving morning, we can have another fun favorite tradition in St. Louis, the Ameren Thanks for Giving Parade. Now in its 40th year, the parade will feature over 120 units, including musical, floats, displays, dance groups, drum lines, marching bands, and car clubs, because I'm going to be there as well, from around the region. And of course, the big guy himself is going to be there, Santa Claus. He's going to be there at the very end to wish everybody a happy holiday season. You know I love it when I get to hang out with Santa, so that is going to be a good time. The parade steps off at 9 a.m. on Thursday, November 28th, downtown on Market. You can find the entire parade route, learn how you can help them assist the St. Louis Area Food Bank, and more at holidaysinstl.com. Christmas with C.S. Lewis also returns this holiday season. You can join British writer C.S. Lewis at his home in Oxford on Christmas Eve as he hopes a group of Americans on a holiday in England. The evening promises to be an unforgettable night with Yuletide memories that bring about a whole range of emotions. Christmas with C.S. Lewis, starring St. Louis's own Gregory Williams Welch, runs November 29th through December 15th at Westport Playhouse. You can find a full schedule and more at westportplay.com. I've actually had the opportunity to interview Gregory before. He is a hoot. He's a ton of fun. You can check back on our YouTube page and check out some of those interviews. He's a good reason to go see that show in general. Great guy. The hit Broadway musical Wicked comes to the big screen this November. Here's a look at the untold story of the Witches of Oz.
Fellow Ozians, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
Don't let her get away!
Let me tell you the whole story. Our paths did cross. At school. Unlimited. Oh, you're green.
I am.
Together we're unlimited. She had her secrets.
Absolutely remarkable.
There is no fight we cannot win. Just you and I, defying gravity.
Why is it you're always causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions, I am one. Some of us are just different.
Listen to me. You can do anything.
Just follow the road. It's gonna lead you right to me. The best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy.
This wicked witch.
Don't be afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
No wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring me
And from movies to the magic of television, I've got Bill Reiter and Jake Elking right here with me. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Members of El Monstero. I feel like everybody in the St. Louis area knows El Monstero, but if there's somebody who maybe hasn't heard, What would you consider it?
El Monstero is a Pink Floyd tribute band focusing largely on the Gilmore and Waters era of Pink Floyd, although we play something from virtually every era of what is 50 years? What's 60 to 90,
late
right?
60s to 90s, yeah.
And we play only a couple of times. We play once in the summer, and then we do about a week during Christmas. And, stunts and explosions and laser beams and...
That's kind of what, I will tell you, I'll be very honest. So I'm not familiar with a lot of Pink Floyd music. Obviously, everybody knows those, hit major songs.
Sure.
But I have been to your show a couple times now. And what I'm struck by every time is, even for somebody like me who's maybe not a huge Pink Floyd fan, there's so much happening to watch. You've got dancing and there's all sorts of stuff. Who came up with this idea to kind of add that element of it?
Well, it seems like it's kind of evolved over time. So originally it started off in like a smaller scale show at Mississippi Nights. And then as the years have gone on, it's built up more and more. And Kevin Gagnapane, who's essentially the brains behind the band, great bass player as well, he's kind of added these things as the years have gone on to where, like one year we'll add, let's add some someone hanging down on silks. Let's add some dancers. Let's add some lasers. And then just over time, it's just built up into this extravaganza,
essentially. It is huge. So I know that people who love Pink Floyd love it for the music that you guys both play and everybody in the band plays. But even somebody like me could go and have a great time because there's so much happening.
Yeah. My parents were not fans of Pink Floyd at all, and finally went to see us. And they were like, "Oh my God, what an amazing show!" And then my stepmom actually got Dark Side of the Moon, like because of that. And she called me up. She goes, "You guys actually really do sound just like it," which is pretty hilarious.
And I've heard that from a lot of people who are Pink Floyd fans, that you guys sound just like them. So it's kind of as close as you're going to get here in St. Louis to see Pink Floyd, right?
We do our best. We get really, really close most of the time.
Really close most of the time. So it has got to be a lot of fun. And you guys have a group of just diehard fans that love coming to your show, and like you said, you guys play twice a year, so they've got that written down on their calendar and they're ready to buy those tickets.
Oh yeah, it's great. Those people are great too because they'll come out and support our other groups as well. And yeah, they're just great people, fun to hang out with, and great support.
Well,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
It's becoming kind of a family tradition too. So we talk about this a lot, but we've seen now multiple generations of people who were coming to the show, when they were much younger, and now they have kids. They're bringing their kids, or
so now it's like. So when did this El Monstero start?
The first show was 1999.
Oh, so you really can see people that were kids and now they're adults, and they have their own kids.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's almost 3 generations now
because
there's grandparents taking their grandkids.
A couple got married at the summer show out on the lawn.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah, we did. We didn't realize it was happening until we saw it on Instagram or something.
No way, they got married during your show.
Yeah, they stood up and had the best man and all that jazz. It was pretty fun.
Do you know how big a fan you have to be of somebody to be like, we're doing this right here on this lawn? That's amazing.
Pretty cool.
So that's awesome. So you guys both play keyboards, I know, in El Monstero. So when did you join?
2004.
Well, that's pretty close to that 1999 start.
Well, it's closer now. It's closer to the beginning than it is to the end, which might never end.
Right.
I was going to say never. And then when did you join up?
2005.
2005. And you mentioned some of these loyalists, these great fans are coming and seeing you guys at other bands that you play in. So let's talk about that. So what band are you with?
So I play with a few other ones. I've been playing with a Beatles tribute called All Together Now.
I've heard about this. I've never seen you yet, but I really want to see it because I'm a big Beatles fan.
No, it's fun. It's Beatles songs, so we can play like 30, 40 songs in like an hour and a half.
That's awesome.
And it's all bangers, really. I mean,
I was going to say,
everyone, you know all the Beatles songs. And it's a mix of like Beatles, mostly Beatles, but a little Wings, some solo McCartney, Lennon.
Sure.
Just grab a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Well, that's cool. And then I know one of the bands that you were in, but tell me about it.
Yeah, I play saxophone and keyboards in a band called The Urge.
This little band nobody's ever heard of called The Urge.
Friday after Thanksgiving. So that's coming up. That's going to be fun. And I play keyboards in a band called Luca Brasi, which we just released a record 2 years ago, right? Yeah. That's about it.
That's about it. No big deal. Just a whole bunch of bands. So you guys are kind of living your passion through music. When did each of you kind of get the passion for music?
Oh man, I was taken learning the piano as a kid, and I was one of the kids that practiced because I enjoyed it. Instead, I had my brothers that were playing, and they had to be forced to practice. So I was actually practicing because I enjoyed it. And I don't know, I guess it was just something natural that came to me. It was a way to just let loose and kind of, explore something different.
Right.
So.
Yeah. How about you?
I started on piano too when I was very small, but it was mostly my great aunt had a piano, and I would just go in there and plink around, and I started, picking out tunes by ear or whatever. And my mom said, "You're starting piano lessons." So that was, I don't know. I started playing saxophone because of Men at Work. Who Can It Be Now? Nice. So that was I said, ooh, I want to do that.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. That'll be fun. Now, I feel like I did not ask you this last time, but were both of you already Pink Floyd? You have to tell me you're fans now, but were you already Pink Floyd fans before you joined up with El Monstero?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, high school, college, hanging out with the friends at night, listening to Dark Side of the Moon, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I was always into Pink Floyd, mainly synth stuff, and that's what got me into them.
Got into it.
Yeah. When I was 10 or whatever when The Wall came out, and my neighbor across the street had an older brother, and he got it on vinyl, right? So we snuck up there and started listening to it. It was the first time I'd ever listened to something that I thought, I shouldn't be listening to this. This is maybe
this is not for me.
This is beyond me a little bit. I was 10 or whatever. But yeah, I fell in love with him pretty much right there.
I kind of love that story that you have. You brought back an instant memory of sneaking over to listen to that. Yeah. Do you realize while you guys are playing for El Monstero that you might be making some of these memories for these people that show up to your shows?
Yeah, that is the most important part. Really, is not only to faithfully recreate the songs that everybody knows, but then to kind of curate for part of it that maybe they don't know. And so now songs that we had played for the first time years ago are now staples of our show, and they are kind of more obscure Pink Floyd songs. So we kind of take a great deal of pride in finding the ones that maybe not everyone knows and introducing it to people.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, that's generational coming. So there might be a kid someday that is maybe standing on some TV show talking about how he got started in music saying, I went with my dad to see El Monstero.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
That is awesome. Now, I know that you got shows coming up at the Pageant, so 3 of them are already sold out.
Yes, and thank you, St. Louis. Thanks.
Yeah, I was going to say, but typically that's what happens. These shows sell out, and they sell out quick.
Yeah.
So let's tell people where they can get these tickets, where they can find this information, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, well, it's Ticketmaster.com, thepageant.com. There are tickets available for most of the shows. I think it's the 20th and the 21st are sold out.
And then 28th.
And the 28th.
And the 28th. So we got those 3 shows are sold out.
Plenty of other opportunities to come and see it if you want. But yeah, Ticketmaster.com is where you go.
Ticketmaster.com. It's very easy to go there. And if somebody's watching, and they're maybe more like I was before I came and saw you guys, and they're not as familiar, why would you tell them to come out?
Oh, it's because it really is, even if you're not familiar with the music, and there will be a song that you know.
Right. Sure.
There's going to be a couple of them you're going to go, oh, I know that song.
Yes.
But really, we don't spare any expense in terms of the presentation of it. I think that you're not going to find an event with local talent like we have that has as high a production value. And we're also playing everything live as you see it. There's no cheating, so that might be becoming a rarity these days too. And it really is a lot of fun. And I think you'll come away, if you're not a fan of Pink Floyd, you'll come away with a better appreciation of them. I really do believe that.
Of what's happening there. And then you guys also have a deal, right, with Strange Donuts.
Oh, that's right, although I don't know what that is.
No, but there's going to be a special collaboration that people need to look for with Strange Donuts. You got to look for that. And then also you've got a portion of the tickets going to Four Paws for Rescue.
Yes. So
pets are obviously very important as well.
Yes, and we do partner with a charity every year. Sometimes multiple charities every year, so yeah, that's a great organization where we just try and help if we can to whomever. That's also Kevin's Kevin will often present. He'll say, "Hey, what do you guys think of this place?" And then we kind of join forces with them for the season. I
like that there's a little giving back in addition to selling out shows and rocking people's faces off. That's good. All together now, where can people find out more information about that?
We can go on Facebook, All Together Now Band. That's how you find us. There's a lot of things that'll come back if you just search All Together Now. We just had a show back, I guess, the beginning of November. We're getting some stuff set up for next year. Nothing on the books right now, but
Something's going to come up, so
It's,
I'm going to check that out.
it'll
And
be
everybody
there.
knows the urge. Where can people find out information about you've got a concert on right after
It's
Thanksgiving.
Friday the 29th.
So you
yeah.
hate having holidays all to yourself. You just love playing around holidays.
I have not. Yeah, I have not. I haven't not played on a holiday for. I mean, I got since the '95, something like that. I don't remember the last time I did. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I didn't play on Thanksgiving weekend. And yeah, so it's just the way it works out.
So
Happy to be there.
All right, so we can check you guys out there, but more importantly, what's coming up is El Monstero in December. We have a full page graphic that we can show you guys right now. It's up there on your screen, and like they said, 20th, 21st, and 28th are already sold out. So you got 19, 23, 26, and 27. You can get those tickets. All that information is right there on your page. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
I can't wait to see the show in December. All right, you guys, now after you follow them, you can follow El Monstero. You can follow us, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram. Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to download the STL TV Now app and stream us at home or on the go. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.